Sitaram, everyone. Okay, it's a privilege to be together this week again for another weekly satsang on Vibeeshan Gita. Let us clasp our hands, close our eyes, bow our heads, surrender our hearts and minds to that most compassionate Lord of this universe. Shri Ganeshaya Namaha Shri Saraswatyai Namo Namaha Shri Guru Charana Kamalabhyo Namo Namaha Om Shri Paramatmane Namo Namaha Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kurume Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Karpura Gauram Karunavataram Samsara Saram Bhujagendraharam Sada Vasantam Hirdayarvinde Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami Neelam Bhujashamalako-malagam Sita Samaropitavamabhagam Pano Mahasayakachadu-chapam Namami Ramam Raghuvansanatham Shantakaram Bhujagashayanam Padmanabham Suresham Vishwadaram Gaganasadrisham Meghavarnam Shubhangam Lakshmi Kantam Kamalanayanam Yogibhedhyanagamyam Vande Vishnum Bhavabhayaharam Sarvalokik नाथम् ॐ शान्ति 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 हरि ओम. We join in Kirtan led by Pandit Ramesh Ji, His Dharmapatni Jodal Ji, Vijay Ji, and we all join in together.
One, two. गौरी गणेश उमा महेश पार्वती नंदन श्री गणेश. गौरी गणेश उमा महेश पार्वती नंदन श्री गणेश. गौरी गणेश उमा महेश पार्वती नंदन श्री गणेश.
गौरी गणेश उमा महेश पार्वती नंदन श्री गणेश.
शरणं गणेश शरणं गणेश.
शरणं गणेश शरणं गणेश.
शरणं गणेश शरणं गणेश.
शरणं गणेश शरणं गणेश.
शिवनंदन गणपति गणेश.
शिवनंदन गणपति गणेश.
शिवनंदन गणपति गणेश.
शिवनंदन गणपति गणेश.
गौरी गणेश उमा महेश पार्वती नंदन श्री गणेश.
गौरी गणेश उमा महेश पार्वती नंदन श्री गणेश.
शरणं गणेश शरणं गणेश.
शरणं गणेश शरणं गणेश.
शरणं गणेश शरणं गणेश.
शरणं गणेश शरणं गणेश.
शिवनंदन गणपति गणेश.
शिवनंदन गणपति गणेश.
शिवनंदन गणपति गणेश.
शिवनंदन गणपति गणेश.
गौरी गणेश उमा महेश पार्वती नंदन श्री गणेश.
गौरी गणेश उमा महेश पार्वती नंदन श्री गणेश.
पार्वती नंदन श्री गणेश.
पार्वती नंदन श्री गणेश.
हंस वहिनी परमासन माता, हंस वहिनी परमासन माता, वीणा पुस्तक धारिणी, जय शुभदायिनी वरदायिनी, जय 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 माता सरस्वती, जय शुभदायिनी वरदायिनी, जय शुभदायिनी वरदायिनी, जय 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 माता सरस्वती, जय शुभदायिनी वरदायिनी, जय शुभदायिनी वरदायिनी। तू ही दुर्गा, तू ही काली, तू ही माता पार्वती, तू ही दुर्गा, तू ही काली, तू ही माता पार्वती, सकल जगत के पालन करनी, सकल जगत के पालन करनी, विद्या बुद्धि दायिनी, जय शुभदायिनी वरदायिनी, जय शुभदायिनी वरदायिनी, जय 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 माता सरस्वती, जय शुभदायिनी वरदायिनी, जय शुभदायिनी वरदायिनी। ब्रह्मा विष्णु महेश शेष सब तेरी गुणगान करे, ब्रह्मा विष्णु महेश शेष सब तेरे गुणगान करे, हम सबके कल्याण करो माँ, हम सबके कल्याण करो माँ, विद्या बुद्धि दायिनी, जय शुभदायिनी वरदायिनी, जय शुभदायिनी वरदायिनी, जय 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 माता सरस्वती, जय शुभदायिनी वरदायिनी, जय शुभदायिनी वरदायिनी। हंस वहिनी परमासन माता, वीणा पुस्तक धारिणी, जय शुभदायिनी वरदायिनी, जय शुभदायिनी वरदायिनी, जय शुभदायिनी वरदायिनी।
आओ गुरुदेव दर्शन दीजो,
आओ गुरुदेव दर्शन दीजो,
तुम हो
गुरुदेव दर्शन दीजो, आओ गुरुदेव दर्शन दीजो, तुम हो जगत के दाता, तुम हो जगत के दाता।
मेरे मन वीरागी तारे, हर पल शिव का नाम पुकारे। मैंने शिव से लगाई लगन, ओ लगन, मैंने शिव से लगाई लगन।
मेरे मन वीरा की तारे, हर पल शिव का नाम पुकारे। मैंने शिव से लगाई लगन, ओ लगन, मैंने शिव से लगाई लगन।
जब भोले का नाम प्रेम से सुबह हो शाम,
जब भोले का नाम प्रेम से सुबह हो शाम,
शिव की भक्ति में होके मगन।
मेरे मन वीरा की तारे, हर पल शिव का नाम पुकारे। मैंने शिव से लगाई लगन,
ओ लगन,
मैंने शिव से लगाई लगन।
तोरे जग के चूते बंदर, शिव भक्ति में रस से जीवन।
तोरे जग के चूते बंधन, शिव भक्ति में रंग के जीवन।
मन में शिव है, शिव में है, कर दिया खुद को शिव के अर्पण। मेरा धर्म, शिव ही मेरा करम,
शिव ही मेरा धर्म, शिव ही मेरा धर्म।
साथी है ये है धरती गगन।
मेरे मन वीरा की तारे, हर पल शिव का नाम पुकारे। मैंने शिव से लगाई लगन,
ओ लगन,
मैंने शिव से लगाई लगन।
Devotees, those of you who wish to offer jal to Bhagwan Shankar, please take the opportunity to do it now.
मैं सेवक वो मेरे स्वामी, मेरे शिव है अंतर्यामी।
सेवक वो मेरे स्वामी, मेरे शिव है अंतर्यामी।
ये जीवन है कंचन काया, सब है मेरे शिव की माया। शिव मेरे साथ है, दिन है या रात है, रात है, दिन है या रात है। दाबो हल पल में शिव के भजन।
मेरे मन वीरा की तारे, हर पल शिव का नाम पुकारे। मैंने शिव से लगाई लगन, ओ लगन, मैंने शिव से लगाई लगन।
जब भोले का नाम प्रेम से सुबह हो शाम,
जब भोले का नाम प्रेम से सुबह हो शाम,
शिव की भक्ति में होके मगन।
मेरे मन वीरा की तारे, हर पल शिव से लगाए लगन, ओ लगन मैंने शिव से लगाए लगन,
ओ लगन
मैंने शिव से लगाए लगन।
Devotees, take the opportunity to go and offer a lot of gel to Bhagwan Shankar as we continue with this chant, because that opportunity many don't get. So as you are here in the abode of Bhagwan Shankar, where he is Vishwanath, the Lord of the world, let us take the opportunity to approach him and surrender our hearts and minds. Let's join in this chant to Bhagwan Sri Ram, so that we can prepare our minds for Vibeeshan Gita this evening. Atma Ramananda Ramana,
Atma Rama Ananda Ramana,
Atma Ramananda Ramana,
Atma Rama Ananda Ramana,
Achyuta Keshava Hari Narayana,
Achyut Keshav Hari Narayana,
Achyuta Keshava Hari Narayana,
Achyut Keshav Hari Narayana,
Atma Ramananda Ramana,
Atma Rama Ananda Ramana,
Atma Ramananda Ramana,
Atma Rama Ananda Ramana,
Achyuta Keshava Hari Narayana,
Achyut Keshav Hari Narayana,
Achyuta Keshava Hari Narayana,
Achyut Keshav Hari Narayana,
Bhava Bhaya Harana Vandita Charana,
Bhav Bhay Harana Vandit Karana,
Bhava Bhaya Harana Vandita Charana,
Bhav Bhay Harana Vandit Karana,
Raghukula Bhushan Rajiv Lochana,
Raghukul Bhushan Rajiv Lochana,
Raghukula Bhushan Rajiv Lochana,
Raghukul Bhushan Rajiv Lochana,
Adi Narayana Ananta Shayana,
Adi Narayana Ananda Shayana,
Adi Narayana Ananta Shayana,
Adi Narayana Ananda Charana,
Sachidananda Satyanarayana,
Chidananda Satyanarayana,
Sachidananda Satyanarayana,
Chidananda Satyanarayana,
Bhava Bhaya Harana Vandita Charana,
Bhav Bhay
अच्युत केशव हरि नारायण
अच्युत केशव हरि नारायण
आत्मा रामानंद रमना
आत्मा रामानंद रमना
आत्मा रामानंद रमना
आत्मा रामानंद रमना
भव भय हरना वंदित चरना
भय हरना वंदित चरना
भव भय हरना वंदित चरना
भय हरना वंदित चरना
रघुकुल भूषण राजीव लोचन
रघुकुल भूषण राजीव लोचन
रघुकुल भूषण राजीव लोचन
रघुकुल भूषण राजीव लोचन
हरि नारायण अनंत शयना
हरि नारायण आनंद शयना
हरि नारायण अनंत शयना
हरि नारायण आनंद शयना
सच्चिदानंदा सत्यनारायण
सच्चिदानन्दा सत्यनारायण
सच्चिदानंदा सत्यनारायण
सच्चिदानन्दा सत्यनारायण
सच्चिदानंदा सत्यनारायण
सच्चिदानन्दा सत्यनारायण
सच्चिदानंदा सत्यनारायण
सच्चिदानन्दा सत्यनारायण
आत्मा रामा आनंद रमना. Before we begin, I actually, as we were chanting it, I was thinking how wonderful this chant is, and we should actually just understand what we just chanted before we begin. Atma Rama, meaning that Lord Sri Ram is the Atma, is the spark of divinity that keeps us, that is us. In other words, there is no difference between the divine in me and the divine in that is Lord, that Lord Sri Ram. That Lord Sri Ram is the Atma, which is the divine that is within. Ananda Ramana. Atma gives Anand. Not a man. Ananda means bliss. Ananda Ramana. Ramana means to revel. So to revel in the bliss of the Rama, that is the Atma, that is the divine that is within us. Achyuta. That Lord's name is Achyuta. Achyuta means that Lord never falls. He never is defeated. He never becomes less. He is the greatest and will always be the greatest. Nothing will ever take away from that Lord. Keshava. Keshava has many meanings. Keshava means that Lord who destroyed, and you read Bhagavad Katha, that Lord Bhagwan Shri Krishna when he destroyed the Keshi demon. So he's called Keshava. Keshava also means that Lord who has curly hair. So those of you who have curly hair, revel your curly hair because the Lord has curly hair. I see Gavin pass his hand on his head. It's like, yeah, the Lord has curly hair. Achyuta Keshava Hari Narayana. Hari Narayana, Narayana, Narayana. That Lord who is the Lord in the hearts of all men. Hari Narayana. Hari means the Lord who removes all difficulties. Bhava Bhaya Harana. That Lord who removes all of the fear, bhaya. He removes fear. But what specific fear does he remove? Bhava bhaya harana. He removes the fear that comes with birth and death. Vandita charana, whose feet are worthy of vandana, of worship. Raghukula bhushan. Bhushana means adornment or gem, the gem of the Raghukul, of the family, of the lineage of the Raghus, meaning Bhagwan Shri Ram. Rajiva Lochan. So many of us name our sons Rajiv. With the same Trinidad Rajiv, but it's Rajiv. Rajiv means born from water. What is born from water? Lotus. So the word Rajiv translates as lotus. But Rajiva Lochana, Lochan means eyes. So eyes that are like lotuses. Adi Narayana, the greatest of all men. And again, Narayana, that Lord who resides in all of us. Ananta, that Lord who has no beginning and who has no end. But Ananta Shayana, so Ananta on its own describes the Lord who has no beginning or end. But Ananta Shayana means that Lord who resides or rests upon the Ananta, the snake Sheshnag. Because Ananta is also the name of Shesha, Sheshnag. Sheshnag has no beginning or end. Even when the universe is dissolved, that which is dissolved is called Ananta, is called Sheshnag as well. Sachidananda, that Lord who is Satchit Ananda, real, conscious, and bliss. Satya Narayana, the only real thing, the truth. That Lord Narayana who resides in the hearts of all men. And women too. Don't feel it's only men, it's women too. When they say all men, we mean all of humanity. So let us clasp our hands, close our eyes, and bow our heads as we begin our Mangala Charan for this evening's Sundarkan. Varnanam artha sanghanam rasanam chandasam api mangalanam chakartaro vande vani vinayako bhavani shankaro vande shraddha vishwasarupino yabhyam vinana pashyanti Siddhaswantastamishwaram Vande Bodhamayam Nityam Gurum Shankararupinam Yamashreto hi vakropi Chandra sarvatra vanyate Sitarama gunakrama Punyaranya viharino Vande Vishuddha Vijnano Kavishwara Kapishwara Udbhavastiti Samhara Kadanim Kleshaharanim Sarvashreyaskarim Sitam Natoham Rama Vallabham Yanmaya Vashavarti Vishwamakilam Brahmadi Devasura Yat Satvadamasheva Bhati Sakalam Rajo Yatahe Brahmaha Yat Pada Plavamekhameva Hi Bhavam Odistita Sharvatam Vandeham Tamasheshakarana Param Ramakyamisham Harim Nana Purana Nigamagamatam Masanyad Ramayane Nigaritam Vachitanyatopi Swanta Sukhaya Tulasira Gunata Ghata Pasha Nibandamati Manjula Matanoti जो सुमिरत सिद्ध होय गणनायक करिवर गणना करहु अनुग्रह सोय बुद्धि राशि शुभ गुण सदना मुख होई वाचा पंगु चरय केवल वदना जासु कृपा सुदया प्रभु सकल कलिमल दयना नील सरोरुहषा करुण रुग पारिजनयना करहु स्वमम उरधा सागर शयना पुनयेन्दु समदेह कुमार मन करुणायना जाहि दीन फलनेह करहु कृपा मरदन मयना गुरु परक सदा सेतु रूप हरि महामोह तमको जासु वचन कर निकर सियापति रामचंद्र Let us look at our copies of Vibeeshan Gita and let us chant Vibeeshan Gita. I see some of you have walked with it, some of you have not walked with it. I just want to point out something. I know as Hindus, we are not accustomed holding our scriptures and rocking the road with our scriptures. There are many reasons for that. When our ancestors came to Trinidad, they couldn't read or write. Only few of them could have read and written. So, you know, they wouldn't have gone with their scriptures at that point in time. So, over the years, we have always been a tradition where we listen to what is being said. But in a society now where everybody not sure if what is being said is what is there in the scriptures, and in an educated society now where we have the ability to read and write, we should make our scriptures our friend. Look at our Christian brothers and sisters. When they walk in the road on Sunday, they go proud with their Bible in their hand. They don't even hide it. They go proud with their Bible in their hand. Well, I know this Ramayana is very large. So it's more than 2 pounds, probably 5 pounds is this Ramayana. So we printed out the copies of the scripture. You do come with it, you do look at it, and verify if doctor is giving you a 649 or skipping out anything from the scriptures, right? Of course, not everything, we have to expand on the thought that is there in the scripture, but make sure we skip out none of the pieces of the chariot, right? We are here to shortchange nobody. We're here to give you the whole chariot, okay? So let us look at our verses of Vibeeshan Gita, and those of you who haven't brought it, a reminder to please bring it next week. And those of you online, a reminder that it is better to be present in Satsang if you can be. So please make an effort to physically be here. You know, when you come, when you take a step towards the mandir, that step is a blessed step. You start getting the blessings of the Satsang even from then. So if you can, make the effort to come to the Satsang. because that is really where the benefit comes. The online is nice, but the online can never replace the ability to sit at the feet of Bhagwan Shankar, of Bhagwan Sri Ram, and to revel in the ambiance. And just pay big money to go restaurant for ambiance. Look, we have ambiance here in the temple. So come and enjoy the ambiance of the Lord physically in the mandir. So let us join in Vibeeshan Gita.
रावण रति बीरथ रघुबीरा देखि विभीषण भय हुआ धीरा अधिक प्रीति मन भासन देहा बंदी चरण कह सहित स्नेहा नाथ नरत नहीं तन पर त्राना यही विदिचित पीर बरवाना सुनहु सखा कहा कृपानी थाना जेहि जय होई सो श्याम धन आना सौरज धीरज तेहि रथ चाका सत्यशील धृत ध्वजा पताका बल विवेक दम परहित गोरे शम कृपा समात तन जोरे ईस बचनु सारथी सुजाना बिरति क्षम संतोष कृपाना दान परशु बुद्धि शक्ति प्रचंदा पर विज्ञान कठिन कोदंदा अमल अचल मन त्रोन समाना शमयम नियम शरी मुकनाना कवच अभीर विप्र गुरु चूजा एहि सम विजय उपायन दूजा सका धर्ममय असरद जाके चेतन कहन कठोर ताके श्री राम जय रामा जय जय रामा 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 श्री राम जय रामा जय जय रामा. Devotees, Bhagwan Sri Ram said that the chariot that will give you victory in life is not the physical chariot that Ravana possesses, but is the chariot of Dharma, a spiritual chariot. Dharma is what will give you victory over all of your difficulties and your obstacles within your life. In the Mahabharata, it says, Yato dharmaha tato jaya. Meaning that where it is that dharma is present, victory is assured. So the Lord says that where dharma is present, you are sure to have victory. So if you want success in your life, you have to make sure that you are planting firmly your feet on the path of of Dharma. You must make sure that your chariot on which you are making this journey of life is the chariot of Dharma. We clear on that point? Good. And the wheels of the chariot we saw are Sauraja and Dhiraja. Courage to face the obstacles that come from the outside, and courage to face the obstacles that come from the inside. And the flag of the chariot, the identification mark of the chariot, that when people see you, the first thing they know about you, Satya Shila Vajapataka. Your flag, your identification mark must be Satya, which is truth, and Shila. Shila meaning a pure, a noble, a good character. So last week we would have spoken a lot about truth. So I told you this truth is such an important thing in our Sanatana Dharma. Speaking the truth, living by the truth. We saw that Bhagwan Shri Ram lived by truth. Dasrath lived by truth. Dasrath even gave up his life for the sake of truth. How many of us will stand by truth so long as it is convenient for us, but the moment some difficulty takes us, we call it a white lie? No, your feet must be planted very firmly in truth. And then we also saw that Bhagwan Tulsidas Maharaj said, Man kram vachanse, that truth in your thought, truth in your word, truth in your deed. All of them must be aligned. If you're thinking something and you're doing something else, is that truth or no? If you're thinking something, but you're doing something, are you different? Are you being truthful? No, there's an English word for that. You are being a hypocrite. And in today's world, nobody wants to be a hippo. They're taking all kind of pills, they're going on all kind of diet, they're doing all kind of things to make sure that they remain slim and trim. But make sure in the whole process you're not being a hypocrite. Okay? That is the worst type of hippo to be. Alright? We ain't finished on this truth kathas yet. There is a way to speak the truth. There is a way to speak the truth. In Bhagavad Gita, Chapter 17, Bhagwan Shri Krishna tells you how you have to speak the truth. You have to speak the truth for the welfare of yourself and the welfare of others. Too often we weaponize truth. We make truth into a weapon. Because sometimes truth hurts, and sometimes we use truth as a weapon to hurt others. You ever hear them say, I want them to feel it when I say it? Have you ever said that? You tell them the truth, but you tell them in a way that it makes them feel small or it makes them feel shame. That is not Dharma. That is our Dharma. Truth must be spoken in a way that it is soft, it is sweet, and it is for the well-being of those who are around them. And if you cannot say it softly, You cannot say it sweetly, and you cannot deliver it in such a way that it will cause the least amount of pain to the person who is delivering it, then you stay quiet. You say nothing. But a lot of us, with our tongues, we cause pain. Do not weaponize the truth. The truth is something that needs to be uplifting. It needs to be character building. But if you make it into something that is denigrating, then you're not practicing Dharma, you are practicing adharma. Look, next week, Thursday, is the start of our Chaitra Navratri, correct? In the Devi Bhagavatam, there is a katha of a Brahmin. And poor Brahmin was not, unfortunately, Brahmin is supposed to be somebody who could sit down and study the scriptures. But this Brahmin wasn't very smart. He didn't have the ability to remain anything. As in Trinidad, we would say his head was hard. Everybody ridiculed him. But if it was one good character he had, was that he always spoke the truth. And one day, tired of people ridiculing him and abusing him and so on, he abandoned his village and he went into the forest. And as he went into the forest, he saw a bull was running after him, and run past him with an arrow shot in him, in the bull, that is, bleeding. And he's looking at this situation, and then he sees shortly after a hunter comes running by, and the hunter stops him, and the hunter says, "You saw where the bull went?" Now he is thinking to himself, look at trouble I in right now. Because if I were to speak the truth, the bull will lose his life. I would have committed a crime. I would have committed himsa. I would have contributed to the violence to the bull. But if I lie, I am going to degrade my character, because if it's one thing, I have nothing else, but the only thing I have is truth. So what should the Brahmin do? What should the Brahmin do? What would you do? What would you do? Huh? Huh? Why not? If you want. But Baba hear this katha already, because that's exactly what happened is Ma Saraswati blessed the Brahmin. Ma Saraswati blessed the Brahmin that he would have the intellect to respond to the hunter. What the eyes have seen, it has no mouth to say. And the mouth may say, but it has no eyes that it has seen anything. So the Pandit say, what? The hunter say, what? The Brahmin replied, he said, what the eyes have seen, it has no mouth to say. And what the mouth says, it has no eyes to see. So, did he tell about the whereabouts of the bull? Yes or no? He didn't tell about the whereabouts of the bull. And did he speak the truth? Satiji doesn't think he spoke the truth. Your eyes have mouth. His eyes didn't have mouth to say. and his mouth didn't have eyes to see. And so, from that day on, Master Saraswati had blessed him with such great intellect. He became a renowned scholar. So, in our Shastra, it is very important that when we speak the truth, we do not weaponize the truth. And I want to speak about this weaponizing about the truth, because it's actually a very serious thing, especially in this world at this point in time. Weaponizing of the truth. And we must speak it sweetly, and we must speak it kindly. Don't say it in such a way that you want it to hurt somebody else. You want it to be kind, and you want it to uplift someone. All of these are what builds your Shila, your character. Your character has to be a truthful character, but your character must have other qualities: kindness, thoughtfulness, dignity. That word Shila means character. So your character must be truthful, it must be kind, it must be humble. It must possess all the good qualities. It must be like a Hanuman. Every year around this time of year, you will always hear me saying, because my personal motto is, it is nice to worship Hanuman, but how many of us are trying to be like Hanuman? So I just say the motto for the year is be Hanuman. Be Hanuman. Become like Hanuman. You know, everybody does wonder about superheroes. And you see how we did not do a good job with giving our children superheroes? Our children know about Superman, Spider-Man, He-Man, She-Man, all kind of different man, Batman. But how many of them know about Hanuman? How many of them grew up with the superhero Hanuman as their role model? So we have to become like Hanuman, and we have to teach our children to become like Hanuman as well. The best superhero. When you go online, you go see they make pictures, and you will see all the superheroes bowing down to Hanuman because he's the best superhero. Right? So, in this world today, truth has become a commodity. Truth has a price. Truth has become a weapon. Especially on the social media. It was bad before when it was gossip. When we gossiping between us and our friends, that was bad. But now truth has lost its place completely because of social media. People used to make a joke, we don't need no US radar in Trinidad. They just have to get two auntie who does watch everything and know everybody's business, and put them wherever the radar is, and it go do a better job than the radar, for cheaper too, because they're working for free. Truth was not worth anything then, and even today now, truth is not worth anything. Because on social media, truth does not sell. Sensationalism sells. I was watching a news article today, and in the news article, they were highlighting that in war, the first victim of war, what is the first victim of war? The first victim of war is truth. Because there is a lot of propaganda. Everyone is trying to justify their position, and the means by which they justify their position, they don't care. So truth is the first thing that goes out the window. Look at politics, for example. Truth is the first thing that goes out the window. A lie? No, I'm talking the truth. So, especially with the war, what has started happening is people have been using the artificial intelligence to create videos of bombings, of people dying, of different things. And they share it on the social media. And as they share it on the social media, it looks dramatic and it stirs emotions. And what you do, you watch it, you like it, and you share it. You don't stop and think for a moment, I wonder if this is true. I don't stop and think, I wonder if this is true. So did you become, so if it is false, by you sharing it, did you add to the lie or did you take away from the lie? Did you add to the lie or take away from the lie? No, you added. You must not trust anything you see without verifying it. And and that's where you know, long time it used to be that truth used to be something you speak. Now truth is something you share. So it is just like engaging in the truth. If you share something that is fake, that you know is fake, but unless you stop and you think, how would you know it's fake or not? And when I told you truth has a price, what they said was that a lot of these companies, they pay you, they pay the people who are sharing them money. If the video gets hundreds of thousands of views, millions of views, they get money. So the more they share it, the more they like it, the more people look at it, they get money in return. So what they do, they create something that is a lie so that it could be shared, it could reach many people, and many people, by consuming that which is fake, they make millions. So truth has a price in today's world. And as we are on the topic, and next week on the 22nd, we'll be discussing in the Kendra this question. We discussed it last week, and it's going to be discussed again. Viral versus Vivek. The role of AI and operating in the world of social media and AI from a position and platform of Dharma. You have to make sure you're dealing with the truth. And you have to, and your computer and your phone is not a replacement for your brains. Actually, more than ever now, you need to use this thing that is between your two ears. You have to use it more importantly now than ever. Some of us, we don't use this anymore. We don't use it anymore. You know, they say you could go a few seconds without breathing. You could go a few days without drinking water. You could live for a few weeks without eating anything. Ask Mr. Kublal Singh. But without thinking, you could live for a lifetime. Whole lifetime you could live and you don't make use of your brain. One man went into a store, was a strange store. And in the store, he see they were selling brains. So, in one jar, it have one brain and it labeled Albert Einstein brain. Einstein was a big scientist. They consider him to be one of the greatest thinkers of the world. Einstein brain, $1. And then he walking past the jars and then he see another brain. And the brain was labeled $100. So he stopped the store person. He say, but I see you selling Einstein brain for $1 and you're selling this other brain for $100. How you could do that? Because I would imagine that if it's a genius brain, it costs more money. Especially a genius like Albert Einstein, the brain must cost more. The storekeeper said, no, you have it wrong. That one is $1 and this one is $100 because this one ain't used yet. The other one, it used, so we had to sell it for $1. But this one ain't used yet, so we selling it for $100. Are we allowing ourselves to not think about what is truth before we share and we say? When we gossiping, we're not supposed to gossip. We're not supposed to gossip. Do not say that I am saying that we should gossip. No. We're not supposed to gossip. But I know that regardless of what I say, we will go home and gossip. So when you're gossiping, are you stopping to think, what am I saying here? Is it truthful? Is it kind? Will it add any benefit? And if you must gossip, at least make sure that before you gossip, that what you're hearing is truthful, that what you're about to say is kind, and whatever you say is going to add to the benefit of everyone. If you gossip with that rule in mind, okay, I can't fault you. But you will realize if you stop for a moment and think, most of what you hear and what you engage in doesn't fall in that category. Correct or wrong? Correct or wrong? So in today's world, when we're using our phones, let us make sure that we're not gossiping on the phone by sharing wrong information. That's our responsibility. Because it's a $1 million industry, they are going to always badger you with lies. It is your duty to stop and say if this is true or not. If it is true and I want to share it, by all means. But if I cannot be sure if this is true that I am hearing, then nip it in the bud. Stop it there. Living a life of truth, living a life of dignity, making sure you're not hurting anyone, making sure you're not causing harm to anyone, living in humility. All of these are what is your shila, your character, your pataka of your dwaj. So we have covered dwaj and we have covered pataka. So the next time we meet to discuss this Vibeeshan Gita, we will see what are the other things that the Lord is going to discuss in the chariot. And He's going to discuss the horses of the chariot. So if you want to hear what the horses are, next kata, you have to preferably come in person. But if you really can't make it, that's what the online live is for, but preferably in person. Next week, Thursday, the 19th of March, is the first day of the Chaitra Navratri. And the Chaitra Navratri in particular is a very auspicious time to contemplate on Bhagwan Sri Ram. The 19th of January, Thursday, of March, sorry, the 19th of March, Thursday, is the first day of Navratri. The 26th of March, which is its subsequent Thursday, is Ram Navami, where we celebrate the Janam, but it's not really Janam, but the avatar, the manifestation of Bhagwan Sri Ram. So next week, Katha, as we start Navratri, will be delivered by Pandit Ramesh Sukhdev. Please make sure you come. And Pandit Ramesh Sukhdev will be discussing the Ram Janma, the avatar of Bhagwan Sri Ram. As we start off our Navratri, we make our offerings of our Dhar, but we contemplate on that Lord Prabhu Sri Ram all the way until the subsequent Tuesday, which is the Ram Navami, where we come and we Jule Palna. And when we come to Jule Palna, we will be making sure that we bring our items for the dan, for the charity, for the little boys and girls that are there, the baby items, if you can. If you can't do it, you do it. If you're not in the means to do it, Bhagwan is not going to be vexed with you. But let's see. If you have the means and you tell the Lord you don't have the means, then you're not living Satya Shila Dvaja Pataka, correct? So if you have the means, the Lord knows, you give as per your means. You don't have the means, the Lord knows. The Lord is ever compassionate. Come and put a flower, come and put a chandan, come and rub the palna. You know in Sanatana Dharma, the Lord sustains each and every one of us. Only in Sanatana Dharma you have the opportunity to come and hold the Lord, and rock the Lord, and sustain the Lord. So make use of that opportunity. On the 29th of March to the 2nd of April, we will have 5 nights of Hanuman Yagya. So again, make sure you come. And Hanuman Jayanti will be a day of prayer, offering, reflection on the 1st of April. So make sure you take the opportunity to come and benefit from a most powerful and auspicious day in Trinidad and Tobago. Trinidad is Hanuman country. Come, let we show them that we read and we ready. Alright? So you come in the red, the energy of Bhagwan Hanumanji, and you show the Lord how much you love him. Vibeeshan Gita will continue the week subsequent to that. On Saturday coming at 4 p.m., we have a meeting, a general meeting for the members of the organization. Those of you all hearing online, please take the opportunity to come. And if you want to be a member of the organization and you want to be a financial member and you know me contribute something towards the upkeep of the mandir and participate in mandir decisions and so on, you also come. And you also that day, you give your name to our president and our spiritual leader and he will register you and you will become a member of the mandir in that regard as well. So please remember that date, Saturday at 4 p.m. as well. I think these are the major announcements. There was one other announcement. Uncle Zolo Sadhu Basdev Adha, his bandara is on Sunday coming at 9 a.m. at his residence in Unity Drive, Babande. So please let us make the opportunity to go there. And full moon Katha will be when? It will be during the Hanuman Jayanti. Right? So our full moon Katha will fall on Hanuman Jayanti day. So we will have our full moon Katha for April month in that yagya. Without further ado, I pass you on to our Guruji. He may have a few words for you, but please remember those announcements and we'll take it forward from there. Sitaram.
बोलो अयोध्यापति रामचंद्र की जय. My dear devotees, a most warm and cordial welcome to each and every one of you, and to all of those who are on the live. We have our sister Jasodra from London, Sumati. We have Raji Didi from Canada. We have Ria Kallu from New York City. So many devotees are on the live. We want to say a warm welcome to all of you. So my dear devotees, gradually we are assembling the spiritual chariot. And last week we discussed the unflinching truthfulness, and tonight we discuss good conduct. Unflinching truthfulness and good conduct are the flag and the emblem, Dhwaj or Pataka. So Sri Ram was preserving. Preservation was important. To preserve, he kept his mind steady and used his brain to think, as he was questioned by Vibeeshan. Those who succeed usually have one big thing in common: they never give up. Sri Ram decided not to give up, to fight a war without a magnificent chariot like Ravana. He was not going to give up, even though he did not have any weapons. No matter how long it takes, no matter how many obstacles come our way, we must fight until they prevail. We must not give up. Above so many things, it is important to preserve the sanctity of spirituality, which is vital to success. And one great writer, Sir Winston Churchill, said, "Not strength, not intelligence, neither of is the key to unlocking our potential, but the key to unlocking our potential is continuous effort." Sri Ram was continually making that effort without a chariot built on physical wheels. But Sri Ram did one thing: he embraced his problems. He embraced his problems. Take a different view of the challenges in your life as opportunities to become a stronger person. So when we take a different view of the challenges in our life as opportunities to become a stronger person, see them as stepping stones on our journey. Use them to strengthen and resolve, to gain wisdom and compassion, enjoy the satisfaction of overcoming them and pushing your personal boundaries. You know, there is an English proverb which says, on a calm sea, every man is a pilot. You see, when the sea is calm, and everybody who can't swim could just throw themselves in the water. No rough seas. Everybody could jump how high they want. Nothing to obstruct them in the water. They become their own captain, their own pilot. Devotees, but once the sea becomes rough, everybody starts running for shelter. The moment Sri Ram stood on the battlefield and he was questioned by Vibeeshan, he showed Vibeeshan as to how to build the spiritual chariot. And my dear devotees, without good conduct, without unflinching truthfulness, it cannot be made possible. But we must commit ourselves. We must commit ourselves. Those who succeed set themselves apart by their commitment. Sri Ram succeeded because he committed himself in fighting that war. Most of us make an effort. We prepare, we try, but then we hope. You don't try, you don't hope, you just do it. Let it happen. You see, the Dhwaj Pataka, the flag, the emblem, you don't have to ask it to fly. But by the force of the wind, which is the grace of God, you see the flag will go in all different directions. If we really want to achieve something, we must be prepared to stretch ourselves. And you know, Chait Navratram is coming. And the sun used to be very hot. And the ladies, the villages in different parts of Trinidad will go in 3 different directions in 3 villages and mange bhiksha. They cannot drink water by nobody's house. They cannot shelter by nobody's house. And they have to keep walking. And they have to sing the pachra. And I asked myself, what it took out of them to do all this for the sake of the community. What it took out of Sri Ram to stand and fight a battle without a chariot. We must be prepared to stretch ourselves, and we must distill our energy and focus, all our efforts. We must give of ourselves. Sri Ram was giving of himself. If we are not actively involved in getting what we want, you don't really want it. If you don't get involved in building the spiritual chariot, by living it, you don't want it. So my dear devotees, tonight we have completed Dhwaj Pataka, flag and emblem, which is the unflinching truthfulness and good character. As Doctor said, the time you would take to gossip about somebody, say something good. Chant Om Namah Shivaya. I saw on Facebook, they advertise Keza ball. That is the big ones. Well, if you feel you can't say something good about somebody and you can't shut your mouth, look for where they're selling the Keza ball and push one inside your mouth. The Keza ball must be big. Don't try talking while you have it in your mouth. You will choke and you will fall and die. And then don't put cause of death, Keza ball. Put cause of death, ill-speaking people. So, with these few words, we'll stop here for tonight. And on the passing away of our sadhu, Zolo Adhar, on Sunday morning we'll be gathering at his home at 9 a.m. to perform the Bhandara. And the Kirtan Mandir will be there to render bhajans. Sadhu Baba was a man of bhajan. And this is all we can do, you know. We reverently went nearly every month and give our service in memory of him. And this is the final Bhandara for him. We should go in our large numbers and remember him for all the goodness he has done for Dharma. So the entire Kirtan Mandali is invited, and all devotees are invited to go to the home in Bhavande village, Unity Street, to join with us. Devotees of God, on Saturday, I think the ladies should come a little earlier than 4 o'clock for the meeting, because we have the takari to peel and we have other things to organize, and then we'll have the meeting for 4 o'clock. The agenda of the meeting is Ram Navami, Hanuman Jayanti, and from there, where we go. I have to find out from Bhai Suren if the Durga Murti is ready to come, and if the Durga Murti is ready to come, I'll be bringing it on Durga Ashtami Day. And if that Murti is coming on Durga Ashtami Day, we'll perform Durga Ashtami Puja, which is the Durga Puja. And the next day we'll have Ram Navami celebration. So my dear devotees, let us bring the Murti on an auspicious day, but I have to find out if it has arrived So there is much to be grateful for. At this time we distribute chandan and we stand for Ramayana Arti.
Let us stand, and please remember to come and do Arti to Bhagwan Ram Lala as well as Arti to this Ramcharitamanas. Pandit Ramesh Ji will lead us in our Ramayana Arti.
ॐ साझं च वर्ते संयुक्तं वाहिनायोजितं मया दीपं गृहाण देवेश त्रैलोक्यतिमिरापहम् ॐ यानि कानि च पापानि जन्मन्तरकृतानि च तानि तानि विनश्यन्ति प्रदक्षिणं पदे पदे आरति श्रीरामायण जी की कीर्ति कलित
आरति श्री रामायण जी की कीर्ति कलित ललित सियपी की आरति श्री रामायण जी की आरति श्री रामायण जी की कीर्ति कलित ललित सियपी की तावत ब्रह्मादिक मुनि नारद वाल्मीकि विज्ञान विशारद सुख सनकारि शेष और शारद वदनी पवन सुत कीरति की आरति श्री रामायण जी की कीर्ति कलित ललित सियपी की आरति श्री रामायण जी की कीर्ति कलित ललित सियपी की शंभु भवानी हरहर संभव मुनि विज्ञानी व्यास आदि कवि भूत बखानी काकभूषण गरुड़ के की आरति श्री रामायण जी की कीर्ति कलित ललित सियपी की आरति श्री रामायण जी की कीर्ति कलित ललित सियपी की चार वेद पुराण दश चौसार सगंधन घोरस मन धन संतन की सरवस सारच समत सबही की आरति श्री रामायण जी की कीर्ति कलित ललित सियपी की आरति श्री रामायण जी की आरति श्री रामायण जी की कीर्ति कलित ललित सियपी की
कलिमल हरने विषय रस की
शुभ सिंगार मोती युवती की हरि रोग भव मोरियमी की तात मात समति तुलसी की आरति श्री रामायण जी की कीर्ति कलित ललित सियपी की आरति श्री रामायण जी की कीर्ति कलित ललित सियपी की कीर्ति कलित
Let us clasp our hands, close our eyes, bow our heads as we contemplate on that most compassionate Lord who has brought us here together and who keeps us with every step, with every breath. That Lord is indeed Sharanagata, the one in whom we seek mercy and grace. Karacharana kritam va kayacham karmajam va shravananayana jam va manasam va paratam vihitam avihitam va sarvamita chamasva jaya jaya karunabdi Shri Mahadeva Shambho Kayena vacha manasendreva buddhyatmana va prakriti svabhavat karmo myadyat sakalam parasmai narayanayeti samarpayami tvameva mata cha pita tvameva tvameva bandhu cha sakha tvameva Tvameva vidya dravinam tvameva Tvameva sarvam mama deva deva Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Prem se bolo Gajanan Swami ki Umapati Mahadeva ki Pavanaputra Hanuman ki Shri Shakti Jagadanadhi Mata Durga Mata ki Shri Satya Sanatan Dharma ki, Trinidad and Tobago Desh ki, Jai Jai Sitaram. Please return home safely, and we see members on Saturday at 4 p.m. and Sunday and out at the Bandara of Uncle Zulu. Sitaram.